Hey guys, this is the book I just bought. It is Girls in Tears by Jacqueline Wilson and illustrated by Nick Sherritt. I bought old books, but this looks just as new here. And this book is really interesting, although I've not finished it yet, but I have read half of the book here. Half of the book. It's really interesting, quite interesting. Girls in Tears. This book is mostly about like three girls, Ellie, Magda, and Nadine. And they sometimes cries a lot, but they get by. And this is also about when girls cry. So I'm going to read chapter 1. It's about chapter 1. Girls cry when they're happy. So when you get something, you're happy, you get an award for some competition. You feel happy? Like sometimes I feel happy, I cry too because I'm so moved. So yeah, this is true. Girls cry when they're happy. So I'm going to read it. Are you ready? If you're ready, then let's get started. Okay. Chapter 1. Girls cry when they're happy. You never guess what. I'm so happy. I want to laugh, sing, shout, even have a little cry. I can't wait to tell Magda and Nadine. I go down to breakfast and sip coffee and nibble dry toast. My hand carefully displayed beside my plate. I wait for someone to notice. I smile at my dad and my stepmom, Anna, over breakfast. I even smile at my little brother, Eggs, though he has a cold and deeply unattractive green slime dribbling out of his nostril. Yeah. Why are you grinning at me like that, Ellie? Eggs asked me thickly, chopping every strawberry jammy toast. We've run out of butter, so Anna's let him have a double jam instead. Stop looking at me. I don't want to look at you, little runny nose. You're not a pretty sight. I don't want to be pretty, said Eggs, sniffing so snortly that we all protest. For goodness sake, son, you're putting me right off my breakfast, Dad says, squatting on Eggs with his guardian. Get a tissue, Eggs, says Anna, sketching magically on a pad. Okay, maybe it's too much to expect Dad and Eggs to notice, but I was sure Anna would spot it straight away. There aren't any tissues, Eggs said triumphantly, breathing in and out to make his nose bubble. Oh God, no, that's right. I didn't get to Waitrose yesterday, says Anna. Okay, Eggs, use a loo roll instead. I haven't got any, says Eggs, looking round as if he expects anthrax puppies to trot right into our kitchen trailing toilet paper, like the advert. What's that you're doing, Mom? Is it a rabbit? Let's look. He pulls in Anna's paper. Anna's hangs on. The paper tears in two. Oh dear. Oh, for God's sakes, Eggs. I've been working on that rich bunnies in bed design since 6 this morning. Anna shouts. Now go to the loo and get some paper and blow your nose this instant. I am sick of you. Do you hear me? Egg sniffs, startled. He gets down from the table and backs away worriedly. He's still holding half of the piece of paper. He drops it guilty and rushes to the door, his mouth wobbling. We hear him crying in the hall. He's crying, Anna, says Dad. I know, says Anna, starting to sketch on a new piece of paper. What's the matter with you? Why be so snappy with him? He's only wanted to look, says Dad, folding up his newspaper. He stands. Look, Murtry, I'm going to comfort little Eggs. Yes, you do that, said Anna, though gritted teeth. He is actually your son too, though when he woke 5 times in the night with his stuff-up nose, I seem to remember you remain happily snoring. No wonder his nose is stuffed up and the poor little kid can't blow it. Why on earth have we run out of everything like tissues and butter? I would have thought they were basic domestic necessities. Yes, they are, said Anna, still drawing, but her hand is trembling. And they generally appear as if by magic in this house, because one of us locks up to the supermarket every week. I can't stand this. My happy bubble is on the brink of bursting. My magic hand clenches. What's the matter with Dad and Anna and Eggs? Why won't they lighten up? Why can't Dad offer to do the weekly shop? Why can't Anna watch her tongue? Why can't Eggs blow his sniffly little nose? Why does it all have to turn into a stupid scene with Dad shouting, Anna near tears, Eggs already howling? I'm the teenager. I'm the one who should be shouting and shrieking all over the place. Yet look at me. I'm little Ellie ever so because I stretch out my hands, fingers extended, in a totally obvious gesture. Anna looks up. She looks at me. She looks at my hand, but her blue eyes are blank. She can only see her boring bedtime bunnies. I grab my rucksack and say goodbye to Anna and Dad. They hardly notice me and say good. I find Eggs drooping in the downstairs toilet and give him a quick hug. Big mistakes. He leaves a little slime trail on my school blazer where he would snuff his nose. Then he looks up at me. Why are you being nice to me, Ellie? He asks suspiciously. It's a waste of time acting Miss Sweetness and lighting my family. I might just as well be mean and moody. Okay, when I come back home, I'll be very, very nasty. I hiss at Eggs, baring my teeth and making strangling movement with my hands. He giggles nervously, not quite sure whether I'm joking. I reach out to ruffle his hair, but he ducks. I smile at him and rush off, not wanting to listen to the row in the kitchen a second longer. Dad and Anna have started to act almost as if they hate each other. It's getting a bit scary. It's weird to think that when Dad first married Anna, I couldn't stand her. I would have given anything to break them up. I thought Anna was all that's awful. I was just a little kid then. I wasn't ready to be fair. I hated her simply because I felt she was trying to take my mom's place. Mom died when I was very little. I still think about her every day. Not all the time, just in little wistful moments. I let it talk to her inside my head. And she talks back to me. I know it's just me, of course, but it's still a comfort. I used to think that every time I went on a shopping trip with Anna or curled up on a sofa with her to watch Friends, I was being grossly mean and disloyal to Mom. It made me feel so bad. Then I would turn on Anna and make her feel bad too. Then now, I can see how skewed that sort of thinking is. I can like Anna looks and still love my mom. Simple. After all, I have had two best friends forever, and I don't fuss whether I like Nadine or Magda best. I like them both, and they like me, and I can't wait to show them. I run for the bus, wanting to get to school early. As I charge around the corner, Russ sack flying, I barge straight into that blonde guy I used to have such a crush on, my dream man. But turns out he's gay. Anyway, even if he wasn't, he's years older than me and so incredibly gorgeous. He wouldn't dream of going out with a tubby year 9 schoolgirl with frizzy hair and glasses and a tendency to blush pillar box red every 10 minutes. Oh God, I'm blushing now. He grins at me. Hey, you're the girl who always in a rush, he says. I'm so sorry. Did I hit you in the kneecaps with my rakshas? Properly, but I forgive you. You must be very keen to get to school. I raise one eyebrow. Well, I hope I do. Maybe I'm just contorting my face into a leering squint. I don't really go a bundle on school. I'm not exactly the studious type. No, I just want to see my friends. Yeah, just want to see my friends. Right, yeah, I envy girls. They always share so much with their friends. Guys have their mates, sure, but they don't seem to get too close, he says. Oh well, see you around. Yes, see you. And I'll try not to barge right into you next time. I walk on my way, swinging my rush sack. I'm really getting to know him. He's so lovely. A few months ago, I would have been absolutely over the moon, soaring above the stars, swooping way past the sun. Now it's great, but it's no big deal. He's just a Paul, and now he's got a boyfriend, and so have I. Russell means more to me than the most gorgeous guy in the whole world. No, he's the most gorgeous guy. I know he is. I think the world of him. He thinks the world of me too. I know he does. He proves it last night. Wait till I tell Magda and Nadim. I run and catch the bus and get to school so early, and they're not there yet. This is the very first time in 2.5 years that I have ever got to school before them. This is definitely a day with a differences. Come on, Magda and Nadim, where are you? There are a few girls in the classroom, the keen ones like Amma. I wonder what it would be like to be seriously brainy like her, top of the class, all the time. But she isn't as good as me at art, and that's really all that matters to me. I love art so much. Dad teaches at the art college. People say I take after him. I don't like to think that. I take after my mom. She was artistic too. I've still got a wonderful picture book she made me when I was little, full of little story about a tiny mouse. She has big purple ears and a little lilac face with a pointy pink nose and blue whiskers to match her bright blue tail. I feel a sudden pain thinking about that mouse. Maybe I can try doing little pictures of her myself. I love playing around and inventing little cartoon creatures. My favorite creation is Ellie Elephant model on myself. I am not teeny-weeny mouse size. I'm a great proportion, but I have decided not to care. I did go on this crazy diet last term and drove everyone crazy too. I was a kind of crazy girl myself, going bananas if I ate anything other than a spoonful of cottage cheese and a lettuce leaf. I certainly wouldn't eat bananas at 75 calories per piece. At last, Nadine glided into the classroom, dark eyes gleaming, long black hair flaming her chalk white face. Nadine managed to look queen of the gods, even in her school sweater and skirt, though her face isn't utterly colorless today. She's got pink spots on her cheeks. This is the only external sign when Nadine is seriously excited. She struggled to keep her face as blank as a mask, but her eyes have got a witchy glitter. I wave at her, waggling my fingers. She's not looking at me properly. She just waggled her own black pearl nails back at me. You never guess what, Ellie, she said. I can't get a word in edgeways to tell her my amazing news. So that's the end of this chapter. And I hope you enjoyed this and also like this book too. So interesting, isn't it? Bye guys. Thank you for watching. See you next time.